I spent 7 days in Armenia for less than $200. How is that even possible? Armenia wasn't originally on my travel bucket list. When people talk about budget destinations, they usually mention Southeast Asia, Eastern Europe, or South America. But Armenia? I knew very little about it. Then I started seeing photos of ancient monasteries built into mountainsides, crystal clear lakes, dramatic landscapes, and a city older than Rome itself. I thought $200 wouldn't be enough until I checked prices. My adventure began in Yerevan, Armenia's capital. I honestly expected a quiet capital, but Yerevan surprised me from the moment I arrived. Wide boulevards, outdoor cafés, historic buildings, and an atmosphere that felt both European and Middle Eastern at the same time. My first stop was Republic Square. During the day, it was beautiful. At night, it became magical. The musical fountains danced to music while locals and tourists gathered around the square. Next, I climbed the famous Cascade Complex. Hundreds of steps later, I was rewarded with one of the best views in the city. Yerevan stretched out below me, and in the distance stood the legendary Mount Ararat. I also explored Northern Avenue, wandered through Vernissage Market, visited the Armenian Genocide Memorial, and spent hours simply walking through the city. The best part? Most of these attractions were completely free. On my third day, I left the city. About an hour from Yerevan stands Garni Temple. As I approached, I couldn't believe what I was seeing. A Roman-style temple standing above a dramatic canyon in the Armenian countryside. The views were spectacular. Just a short drive away was Geghard Monastery. Part of the monastery is carved directly into the mountain itself. The atmosphere was peaceful and unlike anywhere else I had ever visited. Often called the Blue Pearl of Armenia, it is one of the largest freshwater high-altitude lakes in the world. Standing beside Savannahbank Monastery and looking across the vast blue water felt almost unreal. The fresh air, mountain scenery, and peaceful atmosphere made it one of my favorite places in Armenia. Standing at Khor Virap, I didn't just see Mount Ararat. I felt how massive and silent it was. The monastery itself is beautiful. But the real reason people come here is the view. Behind the monastery rises Mount Ararat. Massive, snow-covered, and impossible to ignore. It was one of those moments that makes you stop and simply appreciate where you are. Getting to Dilijan wasn't as easy as I expected. Many people call it the Switzerland of Armenia. After arriving, I understood why. Forests, mountains, fresh air, and peaceful streets surrounded me everywhere. I explored the old town and visited Haghartson Monastery hidden deep among the trees. The area felt completely different from Yerevan and offered a perfect escape into nature. If you're visiting Armenia on a budget, Yerevan is the best place to base yourself. Look for accommodation near. These locations provide easy access to public transportation and most major attractions. Armenian food became one of the biggest surprises of the trip. Some of my favorites included lavash, korovats, dolma, gata, harissa. The food was delicious, authentic, and surprisingly affordable. Total spent under $200, including food, transport, and accommodation. If you're looking for a place that combines culture, history, nature, and affordability, Armenia deserves a spot on your travel list. I went to Armenia expecting a quiet trip. I left realizing it's one of the most underrated countries I've ever visited.